get more on this, and the national organizer of the NPP, Nana Boakye, joins us on the line for more. Nana B, thank you so much for joining us. Good evening and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Good evening. Happy New Year. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, Nana. Nana, great. Is the NPP now gagging its members from speaking their minds?
Oh, no, I don't think this is a matter of the new Patriotic Party gagging its members from speaking their minds. No, I mean, this is a serious comment, very offensive to the dignity and integrity of the party. Professor Frimpong-Boateng is a senior political party member that's in the NPP. So for him to have made such disparaging remarks, such unfortunate remarks, this is very serious. And anybody at all can have his or her personal views about me, his or her personal views about the General Secretary. But then if you speak against the party is supreme in terms of its membership. I mean, nobody is above the party. So if a senior party person who is benefited from the party, he's been a minister of state under the new Patriotic Party NPP government before, right? So if you've benefited from the party and today you turn around to make such disparaging and such unfortunate remarks about the new Patriotic Party, for me, if I had the powers, possibly I would have expelled him from the party long ago, but then we have processes. So that is why there is a recommendation before NEC. When NEC meets, NEC will consider the expulsion of Professor Frimpong-Boateng from the new Patriotic Party.
How would you react to those who say that the NPP is punishing dissenting views?
No, that is why I'm saying, I've just explained that this is not, this is you dragging the party's image into dispute. This is you muddying the image of the new Patriotic Party. And that is why I explained that you can have your own views about me, you can insult me, you can attack me, you can have your own personal views about me. But then when you attack the image of the new Patriotic Party and you describe it in such words as he did, then clearly you don't have to. And it is in our rules, in our regulations. You must defend the image of the party at all times. So if you have such a senior party member who is not defending the image of the party, but rather dragging the image of the party into dispute, then clearly that senior party person ought not to be part of the group New Patriotic Party. So that is why we have put before NEC this recommendation. When NEC meets, NEC is going to consider the expulsion of Professor Frimpong-Boateng from the New Patriotic Party.
Nana B, Professor Frimpong-Boateng is heard saying that nobody can sack him from the NPP and that he will continue to speak his mind on matters concerning the party. What do you have to say about this?
Oh, I think that let's wait for NEC to meet. I mean, if we write to him, because as the General Secretary mentioned, we have a constitution, we have structures in the party. The NEC is the third highest decision-making body of the party. If NEC should make a decision that you are no longer part of that, you cannot still hold yourself as part of the new Patriotic Party. So as for that one, I think that that statement is misguided. He doesn't understand what he's saying. If NEC should pass a resolution that he is no longer a member of the new Patriotic Party, there's nothing he can do about it.
Looking at the stature of Professor, couldn't the party have called him privately, then issue a statement?
That is what we were expecting to do. You recall that before this unfortunate statement, he had already written, and I particularly responded to that. I took him through all the, because he had earlier mentioned that, look, we did not go into the reasons why we lost the elections, but I pointed it clearly to him that, look, we formed a committee. It was headed by Professor Boakye. They did their work for almost about 2 months. They presented their report before National Council. National Council, based on that report, set up another committee, that is Lawyer Van Dijk's committee, to also look into the report and also make recommendations for constitutional amendment. Because some of the recommendations they were talking about clearly would require a constitutional amendment. So that is why we again went for national conference in July to initiate all of these amendments. So it looks like he's not paying attention to what is really going on in the party. He again makes this unfortunate statement that we rigged the elections without any shred of evidence. He said that we rigged this election for one person, and it looks like the entire national executives, we are planning to rig the elections for one person. This is such misguided, and I'm surprised how a man of his stature, a man of his pedigree, would utter such words without even shred of evidence, nothing. It's so amazing. And I wonder, because he is a respected surgeon, yes, but I think that if we are pointing fingers at people who caused the defeat of the new Patriotic Party, he is one of them. Don't forget that he was a minister who was in charge of the interministerial committee to fight Galamsey. And under his watch, he failed woefully. He failed woefully. And he made so many unfortunate statements, so many, disparaging statements. So for me, this is a right call. As I said, if I had the power, I would have stole him from the party long ago. But then we need to follow due process. We are put before the National Executive Committee for National Executive Committee to consider his expulsion from the party. So,
Nana B, are there any timelines for the NEC?
Oh, I'm very, very sure you hear from us soon. I mean, because I'm sure NEC will meet before we go for our 31st January presidential primaries. So I'm sure we'll consider all of that.
Talking about the 31st primaries, how are preparations so far?
Oh, from the indication we have received from the Presidential Elections Committee, so far they've done a good work. As I said, nobody can rig this election. This is going to be free, fair, credible, transparent elections. We are going to elect our flag bearer, and we are going to unite. So, and we are expecting close to about 220,000 people nationwide to be part of this exercise. So far, so good, and we have engaged all important stakeholders, and I'm happy that even the presidential aspirants themselves, as we speak, they are happy with the processes, and we are expecting that it will end very, very well.
Henry Nana Boakye, thank you so much for your time.